Hello, Leo. It is time for your mid June update. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see what kind of energy you'll be working with here in the second half of June. And for Leo, we have the twins. Okay, is somebody literally expecting twins? Maybe. Or maybe, I don't know anything about baseball, but the twins came up there too. So we have self preservation and dual natures, self protection and dual natures as the keywords on this card. I feel duality. I feel yin yang type of energy, two sides of the coin. So it could be two people who seem very alike or appear very alike on the surface, but they have very different passions and very different opinions on things. They're two sides of the same coin. For some reason, that's really, really popping out in my visual. There's a sense of freedom in that. They know each other. They know each other inside and out. So this could be you and a friend or something, some subject. You know both sides of the argument. You know the ins and the outs. You know why, the feelings. You know all of the details of both sides of a situation. And neither one is wrong. Each one is right for the person that's impacted by that. I don't know. You feel like the line, and I don't have a coin on here, what I'm visually. If you set a coin on you're like that edge of the coin, the smooth outer edge of that coin, holding together those two sides. You're the binding, you're the glue that's holding it all together and connecting them, maintaining that connection. So it could be that you're going to experience some challenges with that in the second half of month, being the one that's holding it all together, holding this connection, this friendship, this relationship together. So it's three people involved. I am feeling that. Yep, that's what it's feeling. You being that one that's holding the whole thing together, and then these two other people who have very different viewpoints. But together, you guys make a very strong team, a very strong unit. And there's a lot of respect there. I think you need to be aware of or look out for any dangers of unintentional consequences of some words or some actions. So make sure everybody's being open about why they're doing things. If they each one feels passionate about what they're doing, that's okay with the other one, even though they may not approve their own perspective of what's happening. But it sounds like you need to be the person that keeps each side connected. Yeah, dual natures. I like that word too. And self protection. So there is an aspect of this too where it feels like they may be trying to force you to choose a side. And you don't want to choose a side. You respect both sides. You see both viewpoints. There's a little bit of a Gemini aspect to this. So if you have some strong Gemini placements in there, you may be feeling particularly challenged when it comes to this too. But they're going to be looking to you and trying to divide your attention or force you to take a side. And that's just not your jam for whatever the subject area is. So be aware there may be some challenges there. There may be some grumpiness and some arguments. I do feel like the bond is still going to be there and be strong, but there's definitely going to be some tension. Bottom line. Okay, I grabbed the wrong stack. Now let's see what tarot cards you have for dealing with this energy here in the second half of June for my Leos. We have the Two of Wands, having to choose between two different options. That popped right up. Two of Cups. Wow, this duality is really strong so far in this reading. Okay. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. So definitely very strong on that duality, on having these two sides, these two factions, trying to squeeze you in the middle in a way. Two of Wands. Wands is about passion. It's a fire element. It's bold. It's vivacious. It's going to speak its mind almost without even thinking about what they're about to say. unintentionally hurtful or impactful words that are giving not the response necessarily that they were looking for. There's also this aspect, especially in this image, of needing to choose or trying to decide between two different options. That's you. You having to make that decision, that distinction. So make sure you understand where each side is coming from and what their viewpoints are, because you're going to need to have a solid reason for why you feel the way you feel about it, for why you're so passionate in one way or another or a completely different direction. Consider that carefully. And then we have the Two of Cups. Cups is a water element. This is all about emotions, intuition. A lot of times, this is a card talking about a union between two people. And again, this is almost like you. A lot of times, too, you'll see an angel or a third person looking down on this couple, a third person coming between them. Hello again. This is about commitments, connections. How committed are you to each of these people? Do you want to drive a wedge between them? I don't think you do. I think you want to hold this friendship. You want, again, you're that glue in the middle that brings you all together and what makes it work. It makes it work so well. So I think the advice of this card, because it is related to how people feel about things, is to pay attention. Pay attention to the signs and maybe try to talk about it there in that moment. Don't try to put it off. You want to maintain your close connections with these people. You don't want to lose that. So don't be afraid to have that argument, maybe, or not even, well, it might be an argument. Don't be afraid to have that conversation about the difficult topic or discussion, because it means something to you, and let them know that. And then we have the Ace of Swords here. And what I immediately pictured when I saw the Ace of Swords was, again, that coin where you are that outer edge, kind of that binds it, the band that holds it together. Swords are an air element. This is all about communication, words, knowledge, information. And then Ace is an initiation card. It's that spark. It's that initial step. It's what catches your attention and draws you in because you want to learn more. You may have to come up with an alternate solution, or you may have a different idea about how things should be, different from both of those two, from the two sides of the coin. You may have the idea that helps, again, bring things together, or what is it? Coalesces it, makes it work. It's not quite the words I wanted, but I could see the image in my mind, but I couldn't quite get it out right. You, saying the glue again. I want to say, so I'm sorry. This image is just, it's like the tape, like putting a piece of tape around a pair of coins that now those coins are connected. They're stuck together. They're staying together. Not because there's any glue necessarily between them, but because there's something outside of them holding it together. Not necessarily between them. It's that band around them. You are that band. So not even necessarily the glue in this case. For some reason, that is significant, that band around it. This could have to do with a wedding band too, or a ring. It's like you set up the parameters or the rules for what can fall within that band and what you will keep or maintain or protect within that band. So it's kind of a boundary in a way. And if you can keep things civil in a way, how do we want to put this? I don't know. You have something that holds it in, that holds this connect together. You're the strongest person or personality in this group, even though the other sides are very passionate and forthright about their thoughts and opinions on it. You may have a more elevated idea about the whole situation, which is what really binds you all together. So don't be afraid to share a new take or a new thought on whatever this situation is that's causing some stress. Share those inspirations with these people. They'll appreciate that. And then we have, and I just noticed too, we have two birds on this here too, which are an air, kind of represent air also. So definitely make sure you're communicating your thoughts, your opinions, or your ideas on what's going on, your perspective. And then we have the Ace of Wands, another ace here. You may be able to distract them with a whole new passion, a whole new thing. You guys may find more common ground in this area than you thought you would. That's what I'm strongly feeling from this. Again, fire. It's passion, it's excitement, it's bold. You're all pretty bold. You all have an opinion. There's some new idea or new thing that comes up that helps distract you from the other stress, the thing that maybe has been causing tension, because now you're all like, oh, here's this shiny new thing. Well, this is what I think about that. And like, I agree. What about if we did this? That would be great. Coming up with these ideas. There's a natural flow there. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's on the same page. But it's a something new and different. It could be a temporary distraction, but again, this feels like something, it's a very solid unit of people. Ultimately, even though sometimes there is some stress because you just don't always agree on everything. And none of you are afraid to say that. So something new, maybe a new topic, something's going to come up that you guys will all turn your attention to. And there's going to be a lot more agreement on that and a lot more excitement about this. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So pentacles are an earth element. They can be about work. They can be about your home. They can be about finances. The Four of Pentacles, a lot of times people may call it the miser card. This is somebody who is maybe saving their resources. That could be money. That could be time. It could be something, staying home more than going out. But they are holding things close to their chest. They're feeling protective of their energy. You may be feeling a little bit drained and maybe like you need a little bit of a timeout before you guys step fully into this next thing. You just need a moment. Be clear about that. It's like maybe we can start this next month because right now that was some stressful stuff. I need time to process and I want to turn and make some more plans around this and discuss more of the possibilities around this. But again, say that you need the time. Don't be afraid to share that. Don't be afraid to ask for that. Don't be afraid to conserve your resources. You do not always have to be going, 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 going. Sometimes it's okay to say, not tonight. I need to stay in. I need to conserve my energy. Or rebuild it is another way to think of it. All right, let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck for you. The Six of Swords. After all this that's been going on, we have the Six of Swords. Again, another air element. It's about communication. And this time, this is an indication that you guys are moving on. You're done with that subject. You agree to disagree, and you're moving on, which is what these cards have said with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords here coming in. Agree to disagree. Respect is there, though, very strongly amongst you all, and you're moving on to something new. And you're all okay with that. You're okay with that. You're ready for that. And looking forward to other conversations you guys may be having on this new topic. It's almost like you guys like to debate. You each go off and do your little research and you come up together to discuss it and what each of you found and what each of you think about it and your opinions and your knowledge and sharing. It's almost like a philosophical type of discussion, but not always, not necessarily. It could be very practical. It could be around a certain hobbies, but a lot of respect here. and an acknowledgement. Yeah, okay, fine. We're not going to agree on that one. How about we try something else kind of feel? And that, Leo, is what I have for you for the second half of June. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. And I will talk to you later.